Yeah, 10 months later. What? Oh. I thought right for 10 months later he's coming back there. Oh man. That would be something.
さあ、全国大会剣道男子成年の部も大詰め。決勝戦は鹿児島県代表神村学園の松本聖吾と東京都代表陵南学園の深見嗣葉との戦い。すでに深見が一本を奪い、松本は後がない展開です。決まった！深見の面が見事に決まりました。深見は全国大会初出場で初優勝です。いやー、大谷さん、深見選手の戦いぶりをご覧になっていかがでしたか？
まさかこのような逸材が隠れていたとは驚きです。このまま強くなれば日本剣道史で必ずや名を残す剣道家になるでしょう。
すぐはよくやったよ。すごいね。
おお、あのすぐはが全国大会で優勝かよ。
I just won. Chikra, I won. But I'm not happy at all.
この度全国大会で優勝した深見くんは我が学園の誇りであり。
ねえねえ、学園長が全校放送してるよ。
よっ、この有名人、一躍学園のヒーローじゃねえか。
ねえ、深見くん、ちょっといいかな。
お、なんだなんだ。
なんだろうね。
What is it? Hakamada-san?
あのさ、深見くん、前に私と付き合ってくれって言ったじゃん。
Oh. I don't remember. It was over 60 hours ago when we look at the game.
あの有効期限ってまだ残ってる？私、深見くんの活躍を新聞とかニュースで知って、それでかっこいいなーって
You should
思っ
reject.
たんだ。
おお、すっげえ、まさかの逆告白じゃん。
だからね、深見くんさえよかったら付き合ってもいいよ。私、彼とは別れたしさ。
Sorry. I don't really want to date anyone right now.
しかも、まさかの大どんでん返し。
Thanks for the commentary there, guys.
すぐら、お前はどこまでカッコつけやがるんだ？
It's not that. Sorry, going home now.
ざまあみろ。株は値が下の時に買わねえと儲からねえんだよ。
何よ。でも、すぐはって変わったよね。怪我が治って退院してからと前とは別人みたいだ。
そうだよな。前みたいに軽くなくなったっていうか、浮ついた感じが消えちまったよな。
うん。ねえ、そういえば昨日の夜に関西で大きな地震があったんでしょ？そうなの？もう、ニュースを見てないの？
After Kidgira, I returned to my own world. I heard it afterwards, but back on New Year's Day, I apparently collapsed in front of the graves of the 47 Ronin. There were puncture wounds and stab wounds on several places in my body. Hey, it seems that I wandered in between life and death for about 2 weeks. Frankly, I was shocked when I heard about it. Those 2 years. They were unequal to 1 week in my original world. 6 years, you idiot. 6 years! You repeated that thing 3 times, goddammit! While I was in hospital, the police even came and asked about my wounds. But I kept answering that I know nothing. In the end, the incident was written off as a crime by some mad street slasher. The investigation is apparently still continuing. Of course, I'm sure they will never arrest the culprit. I did feel sorry for the policeman, because even if I said my wounds were inflicted in the Edo period, no one would believe me. Holy crap. Eventually my wounds healed, and I started going to school again. Excuse me, is the Kendo Club advisor Yashima-sensei in right now? Yeah. I entered the Kendo Club.
すぐは
Hmm?
あ、ごめん。勉強中だった。
No, just reading a book. But do you want something?
うん。母さんから聞いたよ。あんた、大学からの推薦入学の話、まだ返事してないんだってね。
Well...
なんで返事しないの？大学に推薦で行けるなんてすごいじゃない。お父さんもお母さんも喜んでるし。私だって大学で鼻が高いんだよ。すぐは入学するよね。
I still don't know. Still haven't decided if I still want to keep doing Kendo.
決めてないって。じゃあどうして3年生になってからまた剣道を始めたのよ。それはすぐはが剣道を諦められなかったから。
Not that. It's not that.
違うって。
Sorry, Kojiri. Could you leave me alone to think a bit longer?
すぐは。
The reason I started doing Kendo again. It wasn't because I didn't want to live without it. The reason I started doing Kendo again was because I felt an inexpressible pain towards life in this the current world. A peaceful society. The marvelous convenience of frozen food. The flood of information. And living every day without purpose. Compared to the Genroku era period nowadays, it's that feeling of nervousness so strong it burns your skin. Everyday life intersecting with death. Yet still betting your life on pushing forward toward that one single objective, and the people you meet while doing it so. To me, living every day with such a stimulating sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, I find the world nowadays somehow lacking. But more than all that, the pathetic empty sadness of the world without Chikara leaves me feeling deeply wounded. To heal that wound, I thought if I could just immerse myself in something, it would go away. That something was Kendo. I thought that if I devote myself to Kendo, heart and soul, I could forget about her. I expected I would at least find a sense of fulfillment. But I couldn't get the level of fulfillment I had hoped. I should have known that from the start. The sport known as Kendo is completely different. Completely different from a fight with a real swordsman. I got even the smallest sense of tension facing an opponent in Kendo, even when I won in all nations. I had no sense of achievement or fulfillment. Should I go to college? Even if I do go and keep doing Kendo? I whispered to myself while flipping the pages of a history book on my desk. Recently I've been doing research with books on the mid-Edo period, mainly about the daily habits and culture of samurai and townsfolk. Naturally, the Akoronian do pop up occasionally, but in the chronology they only take up a few lines. Only a few lines. So many things happen that you could never sum up behind those few lines in the chronology charts. Unfortunately, in most of the books I read, the 47 Ronin were written about only in flowery terms. To me, who had actually seen them, heard them, touched them, with my own eyes, ears and hands. These kinds of articles just weren't the same as the real thing. I just couldn't feel the warmth of my comrades through books alone. The place I collapsed on that day, Sengakuji Temple. I have also been visiting their shrine in Sengakuji Temple every month on the anniversary of their deaths. Chamberlain! Your servant Fukami Suguha has safely returned to his own time. But you know, Chamberlain, I don't know what I should do now. Couldn't you please tell me what to do? Of course, there was no answer. Then a little distance from the grave of the Chamberlain, I saw Chikara's grave. And next to that, Yasube's. It was almost as Chikara and Yasube were together in some way I couldn't describe. I looked at the two neighboring graves and felt that it wasn't coincidence. According to the anecdote I read in the history book, the morning their seppuku was announced, suddenly Yasube lost her cool. It seems the others thought she had suddenly become afraid of dying. They even started talking behind her back that she had gone mad. But apparently Yasube got her calm back after Chikara had finished her seppuku.
なんでござるか。
いや、力殿は無事、最後を遂げたでしょうか。
ご安心くだされ。大石殿はご立派な最後を遂げましたぞ。元服を終えたばかりの若武者とは思えないほど、ご立派な最後のお姿でした。
そうですか。それがわかれば一安心です。では、参りましょうか。
堀部殿。
はい。
遺言に記したこととは別に、何か希望はございませんか？それがし赤穂の皆様には、できる限りのことをしたいと思うておる次第で。
遺言に記したこととは別の希望ですか。ならば、荒木殿、この安部、最後のわがままを聞いていただけますか。
何なりと。
俺の墓は、力殿の隣に置いてください。
力殿の墓の隣に？
はい。あの世でも力殿をお守りするのは、俺の役目だと思ってますから。
堀部殿。かしこまりました。必ずや今のお言葉、お伝えいたします。それでは、お心静かに。
かたじけない。
Wow. Yeah. Yasuo would never be afraid of death or seppuku. She was just worried about Chikara. Once Yasuo heard that Chikara met her end peacefully, she was relieved and got her composure back. I think that's so like her. So looking at those two graves next to each other, I can be sure that Yasuo is still protecting Chikara in heaven. I really felt that's how it was. There were some plum blossoms planted near to the main temple. Apparently, these were the same plum trees that were planted in the Matsudaira estate where Yasuo and Chikara were interned. That same estate was now an embassy. If you ask, you'll find the embassy runs a Buddhist memorial service once a year. Yeah, I think Chikara once said that she liked the plum blossoms the most. I should have asked her why, but it's Chikara. I'm sure she had her reasons. Hey Chikara, what did you think of when you looked at these flowers? What did you spend each day thinking about? Did you ever think of me, even a little? What a pathetic thing to think.
すぐは殿。正直に申すと、私は一度たりともすぐは殿を好きになったことはありません。だから、このようなひどいことが言えるのです。
The last time we met, I can't forget the way she looked then. The image is burned into my retina. Guess I'll go home now. Actually, I'm thinking I'll stop coming to Sengakuji Temple. I always end up thinking of them whenever I do. I always think of Chikara. My sadness and loneliness only gets worse when I come here. But Sunha, we still have 3 more people to unlock. And I still don't know who was that, you know, girl, that woman in the darkness.
では次のニュースです。昨夜の兵庫県赤穂市を震源とした震度6強の地震ですが、地震の種類は直下型だということが専門家の調査で判明しました。しかし、震度6強という非常に強い揺れながら、幸いにも死者、負傷者はいませんでした。被害が小規模にとどまった理由として、揺れ自体が数秒間で収まったことが一因ではないかというコメントを出しております。
That sounds similar.
なお、赤穂市には赤穂浪士ゆかりの史跡が多く点在しており、市ではそれらの史跡の被害状況を現在調査しているとのことです。
Suguha, time to go there. An earthquake on Akko. That reminds me, I still haven't been there yet. I just realized that even though almost a year has passed since I returned to this time, I still haven't been to Akko even once. So Akko City is dotted with many historic landmarks pertaining to the Akko Ronin. God damn it. Which the city is currently investigating for any possible damage. Maybe I should go have a look? Yeah. I'll just go to Akko to have a look around, then I'll finally move on. If I go to Akko, I might be able to put my things in order. Most likely the original castle and buildings are all gone. But if I can just sit, then maybe I can forget everything. Those 2, it was 6, you fucking idiot. Long years. Everyone I met. Chikara. Today, I used my day off to visit the Akko area. Man, that Nozomi line is awesome. Just a few hours from Tokyo on the bullet train. A journey that would have taken 10 days or more. It doesn't feel real. Wow. The usual station walls seem to be plastered with posters of each of the 47 Ronin. It is their actual home after all. You can feel the history of the Akko Ronin all throughout the town of Akko. Somehow I'm waiting for meeting with someone suspicious right now, to be honest. So this is Akko. Upon alighting in Akko, a roll town just like any other in Japan spread out before me. Of course, the lay of the land I knew from my time here had changed completely. I don't even feel nostalgic when I look around at all. So, first I'll go to the castle. From my research, Akko Castle was destroyed during the Meiji era, so that only the stone wall and the moat were left. But during the Showa it was designated as an historic national landmark, so the watchtowers and the gate, etc. have been steadily rebuilt. It was about 20 minutes walk from the station. When I got there I saw the gate from the Edo period, standing magnificently rebuilt. It's the same. So this is the rebuilt gate. It's pretty impressive. I watched the castle be handed over 3 times from this spot. The first time I went to Yamashina with the Chamberlain. Second time to Edo with Yasube. And the third time solicited by Chikara Yamashina again. Then... no, I can't. I didn't come all the way to Akko to get all sentimental. I came to get over this, so I have to stop thinking about it. Haven't been here. Whoa. So there's an Oishi shrine now. The next place I went was the Oishi shrine near the castle. This shrine. It has statues of the 47 Ronin in a row. I could just see the main shrine at the end of the row. So what's this? Oishi Shrine. Oishi Shrine was officially founded in Meiji 33 Kappa Imperial Order. It was established in order to worship the achievements of the 47 loyal retainers in November of the first year of the Taisho era, 1912. This was on the explanatory sign near the shrine. So the shrine was built in the Taisho period, but I guess it would be... This definitely wasn't here back when I was... Without realizing, I let out a chuckle. I wonder what the Chamberlain would say if she heard that a shrine like this would be built one day.
かわいい女子が祈ってくれたら、その願いは叶えてあげようかな。じゃが、むさい男の願いなどは叶えぬぞ。
Yeah, that's what she would say. Something like that. I left the temple with a wry smile while imagining what she might say. Inside the shrine there was a building that served as an archive, where there were things like swords and armor and wooden statues on display. But just looking at those, I didn't feel any particularly strong emotions. Still, everything really is gone. Unfortunately, with the Meiji government's order abolishing the castle system, all the castles in Japan were destroyed. Ako Castle was no exception. This is pretty amazing. Next was the remains of the estate the Chamberlain and Chikara had lived in. This estate had been repaired many times and was designated as an historic national landmark in the Taisho era. I felt it at the castle gates, but Japanese building techniques were really amazing. The road now was asphalt, but the appearance was the same as during the Edo period. I suddenly felt the misapprehension that the Chamberlain or Chikara might come out the front door at any moment. I can't imagine how happy I would be if they really were inside right now. While puffing my chest with the simple-minded hope, I stepped inside. But of course they weren't there. The attentive trim on the trees, along with the sight of the garden centered on the small, ripple-less pond spread before me. With a little disappointment, I sat down on the nearby bench. This is where Chikara was born and raised. I started to think while looking around the garden. She must have run around here laughing when she was young. I bet she would sometimes fall and cry too. But still, she must have received her education as an elder of the Ako domain, under the Chamberlain's guidance, and grown into a praiseworthy samurai. If the incident in Edo had never happened, I'm sure she would have tranquilly lived out her whole life here. Definitely.
そうじゃ。すっかりスガハのことを忘れておった。ただし、実はこのスガハは松之丞の許嫁になったのじゃぞ。え？許嫁？
What? Yeah, flashbacks.
母上、許嫁。
This can't be true. The head Chamberlain is just saying this without my consent.
松之丞殿？まあ、そういうことになるのかな。
Hey? No, he didn't. All the time ago I remembered now the happenings when I came to this place. Now the sounds no longer reach my ears. Guess I'll go. I took one last look around the garden and left. This is enough. The buildings themselves have been restored and a little of their former glory is still here. But it's not the Ako I knew. Yeah, the town is the same as it was in the time of the Ako Ronin. But it is in form alone. The scenery and the people walking by, even the air is completely different. Then I had a thought. Could those 2 years, 6, have all been just a dream? Was I really just stabbed by a random criminal at Sengakuji Temple? And everything was just a dream I saw while I was floating between life and death? As proof, there is no evidence here that I ever existed in that timeline. It was just a very realistic dream. If I can just think that, then a little wave might be lifted off my shoulders. Now that I think about it. if you were thinking before as well. I haven't thought about it as well, so, you know, it's not that bad when it comes to Suha, but still. You could just try to dig a hole somewhere and leave something there, and after returning, check if it is there. And you would know if it really happened. But that's just a thought that came to my mind right now. Huh? It was a coincidence. I stopped upon seeing a large number of disorderly arranged stone steps in the corner of my vision. While the surrounding area had been completely modernized, these steps seemed to have been left forgotten by time. I remember seeing these steps somewhere. Aren't these? Nostalgia mixed with a strange feeling. But if my memory is correct, there should be a shrine at the top of this. And that shrine, the shrine where I first met Chikara, the first and third times. I wonder if that boulder was still there. Without warning, these thoughts floated across my mind. Let's go. What should I do? Move your ass up there. Even if I go, there's probably nothing there. Move. It's been over 300 years after all. Move! Still. Just move. I'm only here for one day. Move your ass, damn it. I want to leave Alco with no regrets. Then move your ass. Should I go have a look? God damn it, just go! I whispered to no one in particular. I slowly start to ascend the stone staircase. Thank you. Phew! It's been a while, but as always, these stairs really are steep. Looks like even the training I got from doing sports, leaving me lacking for the stairs, for these stairs. Even though it's spring, sweat drops start to form on my forehead, form the long climb. Oh, looks like the shrine is safe and sound too. It is a little newer than what I knew from before, but it was still enshrined in the same place. So, now for the boulder I came here for. I headed for the back of the grounds where I knew the stone was. Just then, a gust of wind blew that shook the trees. Hey? Oh, there is it. In front of me stood enshrined the boulder, the same as it was 300 years ago. Chikara's boulder, 300 years ago, is by no means the recent past. So many events and disasters have changed the scenery in this town since then. But here alone everything was changing as if time had stopped. That voice was familiar. I know it might be weird to say that, but I think it was the same voice as Magodayu had. Really. I might be wrong, but I had a feeling like that. I hurriedly turned around upon hearing a voice. Okay, I was wrong. Sayo, what are you doing here and why is your hair color different? There was a Miko shrine maiden, standing behind me with a dubious look on her face. I saw a stone staircase down below, so I was curious. Yeah, I came from Tokyo. Okay, I was definitely mistaken. It wasn't Magodai's voice at all. I guess having headphones not fully actually on my head, and by that I mean I was listening only with one ear, made it that way. Yeah, that's Sayo definitely. Like Sayo, I mean. On finding out I was a tourist, the girl's expression became much softer. It is just my imagination that this girl looks a little like Sayo. Is it? Is it? Hi. Sorry, but was this area actually off limits?
そういうわけじゃないんですけど、最近大きな地震が起きたじゃないですか。実はその時このお岩が動いちゃったんですよ。
It moved.
動いたというより回転したと言った方がいいかもしれませんね。もともとこの大岩は今の場所よりも数メートル陸側にあったんですけど、地震のせいで90度回転しながら海側に倒れて今の場所に移動しちゃったんです。
It rotated 90 degrees from where it was to where it is now. So then this boulder was previously in another spot?
はい。それが何か？
Oh no. According to what the girl said, the boulder was enshrined a few meters towards us, up until the earthquake the other day. And there's the witches' huts dotted around it, along with a... It's called witches' hats? Really? Never knew. Well, okay, along with a hollow just on this side, which looked to have been made by some heavy object over many years. But really they call this witches' huts? But I still felt a little suspicious hearing this. This boulder was more inland than now. That can't be right. This should be the original position of the boulder. I know it's because I saw it with my own eyes 300 years ago. There is no mistaking it.
これ、こんなところで何をやっておる?
Oh, fuck my life. That was Weird Face's voice, right? Weird Face, what are you doing here?
あ、じいちゃん。
またこんなところで仕事をサボっておるのか?
That's definitely Weird Face's voice.
私別にサボってないよ。この人が大岩の前にいたから危ないって注意してたのよ。
危ない?
そうよ。地震で大岩が動いたでしょ。
なんじゃ、そんなことか。別に危なくなんかないわい。
それってどういうことよ。
どういうことも何も。この前のような大地震、次に来るのは300年後じゃ。
What did you just say? Weird Face. 300 years?
なんでそんなことがわかるのよ。地震なんて誰にも予知はできないでしょ。ごめんなさいね。じいちゃん猛録してるから時々わけわかんないこと言うんですよ。
わしは猛録などしておらん。
Excuse me? You said that the next earthquake won't be for another 300 years just now? Why exactly do you say 300 years?
じいちゃんのヨタ話に付き合う必要なんかないですよ。
聞きたいか?
Exactly, if that's okay.
この話はこの神社に代々伝わってる話でな。実は300年前、正確に言うと311年前にも同じような地震が赤穂に起こっておるのじゃよ。
311年
前？その時、大岩は今回起こった地震前の場所に移動したそうじゃ。
じゃあその311年前の地震が起こる前までは今の場所に大岩があったってこと？
そういうことじゃな。
How is she more interested than Suguha right now about it? A similar earthquake happened in Akko more than 300 years ago. Isn't that? What's wrong?
その赤穂のことなんですが、上方から下ってきた同志の話だと、先月大きな地揺るぎがあったらしいです。
赤穂で地揺るぎが？
幸い死人や怪我人などは出なかったようですが、城、神社仏閣には大きな被害があったそうです。
earthquake 300 years ago. That must be the earthquake that Shinroku was talking about.
というわけで、当分は地震など起きませんから、ゆっくりと見物していってよいですぞ。こんな寂れた神社じゃが、ここからの景色はなかなかのものですからの。
Oh, okay.
より子、お前はこんなところでサボってないで、境内の掃除でもしておれ。
はいはい。
Finished with talking, the two of them went back inside the shrine. So that's how it is. The boulder returned to its original position with the recent earthquake. I timidly approached the boulder and softly laid my hand on it. Well, if you left some signature of it on it back in the time, you would also know if it was true, or it was only a dream. The sunlight was strong, but the face of the builder was strangely cool. I see. This spot is cool because it's in the boulder's shadow. Just like the old man said, I couldn't complain about the view either. I was captivated by the spectacle before my eyes. There spread out before me was the Harimanada Sea. From here? You gazed out at the sea from here, didn't you? Lonely circumstances where she could trust no one. To ease the pressure she bore from being the daughter of an elder. Here alone, Chikara gazed out at the sea. Isn't this great, Chikara? The place you loved is still here. But there was no one to answer me. Of course, this place being Chikara's favorite place was only in my imagination. She, along with her voice and her scent, were no longer here. And her warmth too. Alright then. Now I have no more regrets. There's no point in staying any longer. Guess I'll go back to Tokyo. Almost feeling sorry for the remnants of the place. I pat the surface of the boulder one last time. Hey? Just then, I pulled my hand back suddenly after feeling an unevenness in the rock face. What's this? As soon as I touched it, I felt a roughness. I knew it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it, but I think I know what it is. Chikara left a message for you there. When with her we were visiting Ako, but she was the only one that actually went up here, right? Let's see if my prediction is correct. What's this? Graffiti? No. It's not that. This is graffiti, but it's not normal graffiti. I squint while touching the rough portion of the boulder. It can't be. It's been 310 years! I can't believe that something like that could still be left. But this... Before I realized, I was sprinting. Even while thinking I must be wrong. I almost thought that I must be right. Excuse me! A crayon! A crayon!
クレヨンですか？中地じゃなくて？
Yeah, a crayon.
妹が使ってるクレヨンでよければ。
Yes, please. I need one.
はい。
After borrowing a crayon from the girl, I came back to the boulder. Then I rubbed the crayon on the rugged surface of the rock, as if possessed. I'm not capable of doing that sound. Again? Ah, damn it. I should have borrowed something to wipe this with. I was panicking, so I had no time to think of what I would do after I did the rubbing. But now I can't even stand the time it would take to go to do that. I'll just use my t-shirt. I removed the shirt I was wearing and wiped the area I had rubbed with crayon. I can't do this sound as well. Eventually, most of the crayon disappeared from the rock face. The color remained in just the rough bits. There, on the rock face, was an artificial roughness. I'm certain it was a carving led by someone with a blade. And letters. Shapes. That thing, huh? Yeah. The umbrella thing. There was a love umbrella. Under it was written the characters for Suguha and Chikara. Nice. What the hell? What the hell is this? What's wrong?
菅葉殿、この文字と絵は何でしょう？
This is a love umbrella.
あいあい傘？あいあい傘とは何ですか？
It's basically graffiti used to tease couples who are dating.
付き合ってる男女。
When two people are trying to get away from the rain under a single umbrella, they have to come closer together to not get wet, right? That kinda looks like the way a couple squeezes together, so it's called a love umbrella. See, there's the name of a man and a woman under it.
ああ、この名前はそのような意味だったのですね。なるほど。付き合っている男女が肩寄せ合うように見える。ならば、こういうことですね。自分が大好きだった場所。
You like that builder more than anywhere in Narco, right? You were the one who told me that. Well, take your time and have another look. Go listen to the sounds of the waves.
すぐは殿。かたじけない。では、少しだけ寄っていきますね。今日でここからの景色も見納めか。私の大好きな場所。せめて、最後に私がここにいたことを残したいと思うのは罪だろうか。罰当たりなことかもしれぬが。こんなものだろう。あいあい傘、すぐは、力。これで、お互い付き合ってるのだよな。いつか、すぐは殿と夫婦になって見に来られたら、仇討ちに参加する私などには、叶わぬ夢だな。
So, did you have a nice look?
あ、はい。すぐは殿に言われた通り、目で景色を眺め、耳で波の音を聞いてきました。ついでに、少し罰当たりなこともしてきちゃいましたけどね。
So that's what you meant by prank. Oh. That's it. She must have been talking about carving that love umbrella. Even if it never came to be that we could be married. She must have wanted to leave proof of her feelings somewhere. But even if she carved it with a sword, the letters would have disappeared with the exposure to the elements. But the reason they didn't. That was because the builder had been flipped over by the earthquake that Shinroku talked about. The side with the love umbrella was glued to the ground after the builder flipped 90 degrees toward the land side. Whether a blessing or a misfortune, the umbrella had remained all these years without being exposed to the elements. Then, with the earthquake the other day, it rolled 90 degrees toward the ocean, exposing the marks once again. Just like in a fairy tale. But this love umbrella, it's proof of my existence 300 years ago. No, that girl didn't appear here. What the heck? In the end, you did love me. You are asking me to betray our comrades. Betray you in exchange for my life. Do you understand?
はい、わかっています。我らは天下の法に背いた一党。おそらく、スグハ殿とは、これで今生の別れとなるでしょう。
How can you say such words?
そうですね。私がスグハ殿のことが嫌いだからでしょうか。
What?
スグハ殿、正直に申すと、私は一度たりともスグハ殿を好きになったことはありません。だから、このようなひどいことが言えるのです。
What the hell? So you did love me in the end? I kinda took that personally, you know? When you said you never even loved me one bit. I was filled with lots of emotions. But Chikara's... I will always treasure the feelings of the woman I love. In this truth, I felt a faint glimmer, like a distant memory in the clear autumn sky. Metaphor for a maiden's faithful love. I may not be able to walk shoulder to shoulder with you anymore, but still, I'm sure our hearts are connected. No matter where we are, no matter when we are, I can believe. That's why I can move on now. For the woman, the person who once loved me. More than anything, for my own sake now. I can move on. Probably. Maybe. And let's quietly listen and have a look at the place once again. Is this the end of the chapter 3? Not yet. Okay. Better go home now. I feel relieved and calm now, as if my tears washed away all the sadness. Of course, I feel sad that I won't be able to go to see Chikara again, but I feel like I have something to live for now. That is enough for me now. After tracing the love umbrella scribble, I left Ako. Who? I felt sore all over after I arrived home. A day trip between Tokyo and Ako must have been too hard on me. I'll take a bath and sleep early tonight. And tomorrow, I'll inform my teacher and my parents that I will go to the university they recommend. I want to take courses in history. Japanese history to be particular. I want to major in Japanese history and tell the world about the Ronin and their still unknown facts. If I do so... at that moment. Shimizu Ichikaku, what are you doing here? A girl suddenly appeared in front of me.
あなたが深見すぐはね。
What? Yeah, I am. Who are you? You? Are you? I was shocked to see her face. Her light-colored hair and eyes sharp as a panther. I recognized her eyes. That was because... Shimizu Ichikaku! Why is she in this era?
どうやらあなたでは歴史を変えられなかったようね。
What? Hey? I couldn't change history. Then
私が歴史を変える。私が赤穂浪士を英雄などにはさせない。
say what? What did she just? Never let the Ronin become heroes. What? What does she mean by that? Wasn't everything all sorted out? No, it cannot be. What I thought was finished was just a misunderstanding of mine. And from now is the real beginning? I couldn't say a word. Although the mysterious woman already turned away and disappeared in the distance. The beginning of an end. The wheels of time that were silent started to roll again. Yes, the wheels of fortune for the Agoroni and I were about to move forwards again. God damn it! I didn't see that coming. So basically, Shimizu Ichikaku also traveled in time. Holy shit! I wonder why actually she doesn't want to allow us, I mean Ronins, to succeed. But then, I didn't see that coming. If anything, I would expect some new character to appear out of nowhere, but not something like that. Well then, that was chapter 3, and the moment I actually ended recording this, there is no chapter 4 yet, and I have no idea if there will be when the uploading will be finished, so... Well, but that doesn't really matter, right? If the chapter 4 and 5 will be released, we are playing them. So, for now, hope you enjoyed this, and, well, if there is already chapter 4, then see you probably tomorrow in the next episode. If there is still no chapter 4, then feel free to check any other Let's Play on the channel. I'll leave a decision to it, so yeah. As always, hope you enjoyed it, and see you then. Bye bye. That was damn amazing. I love this game. Oh yeah, before we actually finish, there's also something I was supposed to check, and I remember this, so this will be a fast one, so let's go. Load the game. From the point there was a choice. Lose or not lose myself. So let's lose myself here, and it's completely different from what I thought about, you know. I thought from losing himself he would go all out with Shinpachi, but no, it's different. Shinpachi, I'm actually from Ako. Yeah. I got sick of talk of vengeance and everything, so I ran away. I told her my social position. Now my mind is made up. I will go with her. Are you surprised? So Shinpachi, I'm not good enough to make love to you.
お兄ちゃん。
But if you still want a man like me,
だって、お兄ちゃん、アコのものなんでしょ？わっち、アコのものは切らないといけないんだよ。だからね、お兄ちゃん、さよならだよ。
Shinpachi. Boom. That's how it is. That's all there was. So I made the good choice.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃんがアコのものじゃなかったら、ずっと一緒にいたかった。嘘じゃないよ。でも、これでお兄ちゃんは、あっちのもの。
Are you kidding me, Shinpachi? Please don't do anything weird again. Well, that's how it is. So basically one choice in the whole game, and one correct choice was made. 100% of accuracy. Alright. So once again in this last episode, hope you enjoyed it, and see you some other time. Bye bye.